and now in this class we will see how we can deploy a containerized application using the YAML file. So in our previous class we have done using the kubectl command and using the kubectl create deployment name. Using this thing we have done it. So now today we will see how we can do it using this YAML file. So here is the basic structure of the YAML file which we have here. You can just copy it, okay, or you can write the exact same which I have written here. So we will first discuss about this thing, like what is this API version kind, all the we will go in the detail, like I have already written all those things about all the specifications or the detail of each line here. So let's start with the first line here which we have is the API version. So here you can see the API version. So it simply defines the what version of kubectl you want to use. Like if you will do the kubectl version command, then you will get the version of client and server. So there you will get some 1 dot something. Okay. So therefore we are using version 1 here. Okay. And the kind simply means like what type of deployment you want to do. Means sometimes we create some service. So here we are just defining what we are going to do. So here we are defining like we are going to do a deployment. So here that's what we are using here, deployment. And the metadata, and inside metadata we have this name. So we need to just provide the name of the deployment. We can begin with anything like Nginx or something like whatever you want. And then we define some specifications, like in that we have some replicas. So by default, when you do it with the kubectl command, that time what happens, only by default one replica is created. But with the deployment file, you can give any number, or like it's all upon you how much replicas you want. So this is about the specification, and here is all the details about the whatever the fields which we have. So here you can see about the selector. So what does it? This will specify how to select the ports, like how the ports will be selected by the node, all those things. And the template is here we have. So they define the port template and their metadata, and again a specification of the port. So basically like what container will be used. So by default what happens, like from the Docker how we choose the image. So we need to provide some information of that as well, like which image should we choose. So here you can see, like in the container we have the name should be Nginx, and the image which we are using is Nginx, and the latest. What is latest here? So latest is nothing but the latest tag which I use, right? When you fetch some image from the Docker hub, so there you will see like whether that image is which version of image is it. So if you will use latest tag, then by default what happens, like you get the latest image. So this is the overall like description of this YAML file. So I have already created in my machine. So here I will come upon here, just enter the password in the Ubuntu machine, and you can just hit Ctrl or D to increase to open up the terminal. And here I hope it's available to you. What I can do, I will just show you the Nginx, that the file which I have. So here you can see it's the same as the which I showed you there. So it's same. You can just write as it is. Okay. So now we will see what is the command basically we use to just create a deployment with the YAML file. So here you will see like we have this command kubectl create -f, and after -f we will provide the path of the YAML file. So currently here if you will see, so I am in the like this in this directory, like it's the home directory you can say, and here I have this file. Okay, so what I can do, I can just enter kubectl create -f nginx and hit enter, and you will see here we have got the output as this deployment has been created. To check what you can do, you can send to the command kubectl get deployments. And sorry, there is some
spelling
deployments. Okay, fine. So here you can see the deployment that we have, and where is 2x3, and let me check again. So okay, here you can see all the deployments are ready. So in this way you can just create the deployment using the YAML file. Okay, now let me just start this service. Okay, So how we start this with, this is simple. So it's basically using this export. So how we'll do it using kubectl export. And then we will just provide the name or like the whatever is this kind is the deployment, and the whatever the name is here we have engine x ng let me check again the deployment. Okay, here we have, let me just copy it. You can do just copy using control shift c and control shift v to paste, and then you need to provide the type is -- type equal to node port. This thing we have discussed in our previous class. Okay, if you're not watched, you can watch it. And we define the port equal to 80. So here the thing is basically why we use this export. The reason behind this is like by default, whatever the port is there, that is only accessible by its internal IP address. Okay, that within the cluster. So when we want to use outside of that cluster, like our web browser, so for that we just use this expose and we define then ports and all. So let's hit enter and the service is created. You can just check using kubectl get services, and here we have the Nginx deployment. Okay, and internal IP and external IP is none. To get the external IP, what we do? So we do just a mini kube service and the Nginx deployment, and you just need to pass the hyphen URL. And then we have got the URL. You can just copy this, and you can just paste it there. So you can see, welcome to Nginx, and it's working perfectly fine. And we can check for the ports. kubectl get ports. So here you can see we have 3 ports running. Why 3 ports running? Because in the replicas we had defined that there should be 3 replicas. So that's why there is 3 ports running. So to check the logs, so what we can do, kubectl logs and the name of the port which you want. So here is the log of all those things. Okay. So that's all for today's video, and I hope you got it. How you can just create the deployment using the YAML file. So that's it for today, and I will stop it and I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you for watching.